Hello, welcome back. Today I want to talk a bit about the Analogue Production Prestige Series. I want to showcase 10 absolute highlights out of the series, and I want to talk about the influence this special series had when I changed the way I collect vinyl. Quite a big influence in its time. I want to go briefly into it, and of course we go through 10 of these fantastic titles, 10 titles that are very, very special to me. Yeah, the Prestige series came out or started in 2012 from Analogue Production. All over we have 25 mono releases and 25 stereo releases, so that makes 50 releases within this series. Unbelievable stuff. The price is at a sweet spot. Everything is as it should be. We have Stoughton jackets pressed at QRP, all analog. In the very most cases there is one needle drop, but amazing sounding, great records. And when I started getting back into vinyl in 2016, this series was a grail to me and to a lot of other people. But the prices at that time, they were really high. 180, 220, 240 euros for a mint copy. So really high. And a reissue hasn't been in sight. Nobody thought that we will see those titles ever back again from Analogue Production Series. I would have said never, no chance. And which is of course funny, because when Chad Casey, when Analogue Production put those releases out starting 2012, they did 1200. I don't know the exact number, but I think around 1200 for each release, and they weren't gone within 10 minutes. No, quite the opposite. I mean, this is also cool to see, or beautiful to see, how the times still has changed when you see that you put out an Bob Marley Exodus and it's gone within minutes and causes really a lot of trouble to get it. So the good old times are over. And yeah, and then all of a sudden they came back. I think it's now 1.5, 2 years ago roughly, and they came back in print, which was of course a great beautiful thing. But again, this made me think, and so this was one of the reasons. There were a lot of others where I said, no, come on, don't look back. It makes no sense to pay those extremely high prices for those older reissue or audiophile reissue titles. You have a very good chance that they will come back. Yeah, and now a lot of those titles are available. And as I didn't do a video about the Prestige series for over 1.5 years, I said, hey, come on, this is a good time right now to get into them. And so I will do a showcase of 10 of the, in my opinion, 10 of the best titles. Not that you can say those are the top 10 and forget about the rest. No, this is an individual choice. I could have picked others, because when you go through this series, amazing throughout. Yeah, but of course one of the absolute highlights is The Quiet Kenny by Kenny Dorham. And yeah, there is also an electric recording company reissue out there, but you don't get that. And so here is a brilliant mastering, sounds amazing. And I don't say that now for every of the other 9 releases. They all do sound amazing. There is not a single one in this series where I wouldn't say this is not great and not important and good to have. The Kenny Dorham, Quiet Kenny, or amazing record, again, amazing artist, beautiful, important record. Coltrane, self-titled. It's also part of the Prestige series. Which jazz collector doesn't want to have the Coltrane Prestige? Amazing. One of my personal, musically, one of my absolute favorites, Eric Dolphy at the 5 spot. Loving, beautiful, great release. I think they are still on 200 gram vinyl, and this is, get into it, listen to it, maybe stream it a bit. It's a fantastic one if you don't have it already. Sonny Rollins Quartet with a guest, very special guest, John Coltrane. Very important and amazing collaboration on Tenor Madness. What a record, and great jacket, cover art, excuse me. As I probably said, the jackets are Stoughton jackets, and I show you, I love this label, show you the label. Yeah, this Prestige label. Here is that you see, I hope you see the deep groove. Lovely. Tenor Madness, for sure a highlight within those 50 records. John Coltrane again. Oh, this one was so hard to get at the time. Lush Life. So hard to get. We have Miles Davis with Sonny Rollins, Milt Jackson, Thelonious Monk, Horace Silver, Percy Heath, Kenny Clarke, Beck's Groove. Wow. Then one of the records, totally lovely, bluesy, heart, so from the heart. That is a bit on the silent side. No, not many talk about it, but I truly love it. Willy's Blues, Willie Dixon. Here we have a different label, the Prestige Blues will show it to you. Here you can see this. Amazing record. Fantastic. This one really needs more attention. Willy's Blues. And of course, Mr. Lightning Hopkins. Lightning. What a blues record. What a blues record. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, this was also one of the most sought after and one of the most expensive at the time. And again, so hard to get, at least here in Europe. You know, when I say hard to get and when I say the prices, those are the prices I had to pay here in Europe. This is sometimes a bit different when you live in the United States, but this one here in Germany, wow, at least from this series, the Saxophone Colossus, Sonny Rollins. One of my favorite cover arts within the series. Love the color. Brilliant title. I mean, fantastic. And last, but what can I say? Last, for sure not the least, Gil Evans N10. Amazing, important record, also within the Prestige series. So those are 10 of my favorites out of this iconic series. I really do hope that those records just stay in print, because they are all amazing, they are all important, and availability in this quality is of the essence in a way, because I think more and more people get into this kind of audiophile, of jazz music more and more. And it's important, in my opinion, that you have the possibility to dig into it and to keep those things available, and not that you have to pay 180, 200, 150 bucks because they aren't there anymore. So yeah, that was just a thought that I give you a little dig into the Prestige series. I think there are 40 more titles, but you will find them. Look over at Discogs or look in my shop or at Acoustic Sounds, you will find those, and they are really worth your time. Okay, thank you for your time, and I hope to see you on the next one. Hey Friedrich, join us? A little late. Friedrich is late to the show today. Okay, bye.